everybody, welcome back to our third segment of Ask the CHP. We are here today with Officer Chris Carter, our friendly neighborhood PIO from the California Highway Patrol, and we are here at the Running Springs CHP office. You can see all the units behind us, and as many cars as there are, this actually plays right into our first question. How are you today?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good. It's hot.
It is hot.
It is warm. And while I have my parka, my built-in parka on, you've got your vest on, and you're wearing polyester. I mean, you're really dressed for the occasion. All right, so with all these units back here, like I said, it plays into our first question, and it comes from James Stell, who says, how many patrol officers cover the San Bernardino Mountains area, and do we have enough officers even when they're on construction duty?
Yeah, so our office in total, we have about 27 officers assigned to the Arrowhead office. And usually we have 3 shifts every day. We have a day shift, an afternoon shift, and the overnight shift. Usually each shift we put out about 4 to 6 officers depending on the day. More officers during maximum enforcement periods like this past 4th of July. And then during construction or any other special events, any other traffic control, those units aren't taken from the road patrol. That's a whole separate officer, either working from our office or they could be coming from another CHP office to cover the construction or special events. So they don't have any impact on the number of officers working the road.
All right, and we actually saw that this last weekend at Jamboree Days. A lot of the road closures were manned by officers that nobody recognized, but they were super friendly, and they were from down the hill, and there was a couple that we did recognize who were working overtime, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, seeing all the coverage, but then with all the stuff happening, we know that we had you guys out on the highway.
Yeah, the July 4th, we had a lot of events. We had the Jamboree Days, and then on the actual 4th, we had the fireworks in Big Bear, as well as Lake Arrowhead. So with us being kind of a small office and with less than 30 officers, a lot of the times we do have to go outside to other CHP offices to get coverage for the special events and traffic control.
And for your area, that is from what, just below Upper Waterman on Highway 18 all the way to like Angeles Oaks, Forest Falls area on the 38?
Yes, all the way from below Crestline to past Big Bear. We cover the 138, 173, the 18, the 330, everywhere. So
that's pretty cool.
Over 500 miles of state highways and county roads that we cover. So it's a big area, but it's a beautiful area as well.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you guys being out there. And for the second question this week, it comes from Linda Davis, and she asks, how old and what weight does a child have to be to ride on the back of a Goldwing motorcycle? We have a 6-year-old grandson that is 6 and weighs 48 pounds.
So there's no actual age or weight requirement for riding on the back of a motorcycle in California. Some states do have age requirements. In California there isn't one. There are still 3 requirements you have to meet. The seat that they're sitting on the motorcycle has to be securely attached to the motorcycle. And they also have to have foot pegs or foot rests that their feet can actually reach. So I know some of them are adjustable in height. They go up and down for taller or shorter passengers. So their feet actually have to be able to rest on those while you're operating the motorcycle. And third, of course, they also have to have a helmet, DOT approved helmet, while they're a passenger on the motorcycle. So it kind of boils down to how comfortable your child is riding on a motorcycle and how comfortable you are having them on the motorcycle with you. There's no actual age requirement, but obviously you have to ride a little bit differently when you have a passenger on the back of the motorcycle. Slow down and take corners slower and keep a higher visual horizon. So
higher visual horizon, that's right. And I'm sure that's not just as the question asks for a Goldwing motorcycle, but that probably goes for any motorcycle. Is that right?
Yes, any motorcycle in California has those same 3 requirements for passengers.
That's perfect. Well, a big thank you again for this week's segment of Ask the CHP. Did you guys have anything you want to get out to the public this week?
No, just as you can see, it's warming up quite a bit. Even here on the mountain, it's supposed to get into the 90s. So just make sure your cars are maintained. You check everything, radiators, batteries, tires, and everything. And carry plenty of water and plan your route beforehand. And drive safely, don't drive distracted.
All right, guys. Well, it's Raymond Ray with Officer Chris Carter from MountainReporter.com, and we're here in CHP, coming with this week's CHP segment of Ask the CHP. If you go to our website at MountainReporter.com and you look at the top menu, you'll see where it says Ask the CHP. And if you want to submit your question, just click on that link, fill in the form, hit submit, and watch next week. And we'll talk to you later.